The Adams County Board isn't the only governmental body to table the possibility of funding new riverfront developments.
Tonight, the Quincy Park Board also voted to table the issue, and WGEM's Raja Maples joins us to explain the reason behind that decision and show you what's next. Raja.
The Quincy Riverfront Development Corporation is seeking $350,000 from 3 governing boards. That includes the Park Board, the County Board, and Quincy City Council. It would be used to bury power lines along the riverfront. Well, bids for that work came back higher than expected. Riverfront leaders have been speaking to each governing body to explain the proposed plans. Tonight's speaker referenced Hannibal's recent economic success after developing its riverfront. Doing so has attracted several ship dockings, and that's led to thousands of visitors to America's hometown. The hope is to redevelop Quincy's riverfront to attract visitors to generate economic growth.
We were really fortunate to hear from members of Quincy Riverfront Development and to understand and to be educated a little bit more around what they're offering and what they're asking for. It was a great discussion. It was something that we decided to table until our next meeting as we get closer to understanding what our budgets will look like.
The Park Board also discussed the possibility of gifting Clat Adams Park to that project. President Jared Jones tells me board members will discuss both options next month. Mackenzie.
All right. Thank you, Raja. And the Quincy Park Board will meet again Wednesday, November 8th.